So I want to start really just talking about the value of a qualified broker. And I don't want Brent to toot his own horn too much. So I'm going to start with William. What is the value of a qualified broker and what value can they bring to a leasing project?
Well, the real value in a qualified broker is that they're gonna they're going to have qualified people, and they're always going to be training people, and they're going to have a training program where they put the new landmen with experienced landmen. And as an in-house landman, you're going to pay for some of that, but that's how you keep these businesses running. I've always One of the first things I learned when I went to EOG and started running, I guess in the Barnett, we were running. It wasn't a Dudley. Dudley did work for us there, but the group that I was running was about 100 guys. And um, David Fry, my land manager at the time, he said, you know, these guys' job is to keep you out of the ditch in our building. And he said, so you've got to manage these guys to the point where they want to, um, you know, they're going to help you. And so the value comes in these guys, a brokerage knowing what's next, learning how to anticipate what's going to happen next. And sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're wrong. But at least you have them thinking about where you're going to go with leasing to drilling, because that's different type of land work, from building abstracts and things like that. So they're like a lead broker is managing that project, where if you say, hey, I think we're fixing to bring some rigs in, well, that's a different type of landman sometimes, especially these days when you're building abstracts. And you don't want your lease hounds building abstracts. You want them out there still leasing. So it helps that you have a group like Dudley that's large enough that has those specific folks that can perform those specific tasks.
Yeah, and to that point, I mean, you really can't stress with any broker the importance of that lead, that project manager. It's a huge job. It's a difficult job, and even more so, it's a difficult job to hire. It's the most difficult position in our company to hire, and I think any broker would say the same. To have that person that has the confidence and the experience and the demeanor to handle the stress, but also think proactively. To William's point, you have to be thinking proactively. You can't live off a reaction to whatever's coming. So the more you can plan, the more experience you have, the deeper bench you have, the better. It just allows you to be performing all the different functions of these types of projects at once. So yeah, I mean, he nailed it. It's a big deal. And the shops that have been around a long time, have those people, and they've cultivated those people through their training programs and through their process to identify and retain those quality landmen that can do all the things that you need done. It's a huge deal.